Floyd Money Mayweather and Logan Paul went the distance with no knockdowns, a little too much holding throughout the exhibition on Sunday night. It was a fight billed as bragging rights between Mayweather and Paul, but ultimately fell short of expectation, no matter how small those expectations were. Here's Mayweather at the post-fight press conference.
Me being this small shouldn't be able to walk to a man that big. I was pressing the action. He'll punch 2 punches, hold, 3 punches, hold. So there's nothing really I can do. When I talk about this exhibition, I'm gonna talk about he know how to hold. He's a great holder. His whole goal wasn't to come out here and knock me out. His whole goal was to survive. And that was a win for him. If he could land a few punches, punch and hold, that was a win for them. So if they're happy, then so be it.
You know, I knew if it went the distance, I won, technically. But that wasn't the game plan. When you're fighting a guy like Floyd, you know, the legend, the boxer, kind of relying on him to figure out the game plan and then just playing off his. I think I got him with a good shot in that first round, which kind of threw him off a little bit. And, I mean, yeah, surviving against Floyd Mayweather, like, is great. He's my second opponent. Floyd Mayweather is my second opponent. And so, yeah, I mean, you know, I'm happy. It's good. It was good fun.
You know, Barack, as I'm listening to Floyd Mayweather at that post-fight press conference, it almost seems like he's forgetting this is an exhibition to entertain people because he's addressing Logan Paul as this is a real championship fight, saying that his game plan was to hold, not really to knock me out. This is an exhibition against a guy that has one fight, Floyd. Are you forgetting something? Did Floyd forget something, Barack?
No, Floyd didn't forget. It was an exhibition, but we know we all wanted to see a knockout. Listen, I'm sick and tired of people blaming Floyd for this. Who called who out, Ak?
Logan
Floyd
Paul
didn't.
Floyd.
Floyd's not calling anybody out. Floyd is the guy. Like, he was trying to do other exhibitions in other countries that other people were calling him about. Logan Paul called him out. Now, we should have been smart enough to say, Logan Paul can't fight. That's what we should have been. This literally was a legalized bank robbery. The reason why Floyd was so honest, because even he was like, are you kidding me? You guys really want me to fight this guy? Like, this is a legalized bank robbery, and my money was amongst the stolen.
Yes, Barack, but of course, and so was mine, even though I had to order the fight twice, because guess what? The Showtime pay-per-view service wasn't working properly. I had to go to another site. Barack, I get what you're saying, and it makes sense, but he allowed the fight to happen because Logan Paul brings something to the table, so he knows that people are going to watch. So it's not like anybody that calls Floyd out is going to get an opportunity to fight him, right?
So what's he supposed to do? Turn down $50 million?
No, he's not supposed to. But we didn't expect Logan Paul to hurt Floyd, to come there with some sort of game plan. Yes, him surviving, that's a win. Him actually landing one punch against Floyd is a win. So early in that fight, we saw Floyd doing what he did against McGregor. But in the mid-rounds, Floyd started to try to hurt Logan Paul, and he even told Tucker in the corner, when Tucker suggested, hey, try to land that jab, he told Tucker, oh, he's hard to hit with the jab. So Floyd said and made it clear that Logan Paul wasn't easy to hit because he did not land flush punches against Logan Paul throughout that fight. So it showed that Floyd, yes, he's getting older. Father Time is undefeated. We know that. Logan Paul is pretty long, pretty heavy, and made it a little bit uncomfortable for Floyd, even in an exhibition.
Man, but it wasn't because of skill. I guess he was a good holder. Yes, he held very, very well. Yeah. Like Floyd said, he was a good hugger, but understand something. That, to me, I'm not amongst the people who think that this was a win for Logan Paul, except financially. That's it. Like, you didn't win. You held. You got punched. Yes, some flush shots were landed on Logan Paul. That left hook, that's the way Floyd throws his left hook. He's fighting somebody that's 6'2" and outweighs him by 35 pounds. And he's 44 years old. He's not knocking that guy out. It's very hard. He thought the guy would get tired. He'd hit him to the body a lot, and then he'd drop, because when you're tired, you can get hit by anything and fall. The tallest guy that's ever been in the ring with Floyd Mayweather is Kenny Bayless, and he's the referee. You understand? Like the tallest guy he ever fought with Oscar De La Hoya, and Oscar De La Hoya is about 5'10", 5'11". Yeah. You know, Diego Corrales is 5'10" and a half. Like this guy is big. He's big for Floyd. That was the problem. And I promise you, if there was no holding, because it was a stupid exhibition, the referee wasn't able to say, if I'll take a point from you. He wasn't able to say, I'll disqualify you and you're not gonna get paid. How about that? They should have had implemented something in the contract that if you hold a lot, you're gonna get disqualified and you're not gonna get your money, because if there was no holding, Floyd would have knocked him out, hands down.
But can you blame Logan Paul for holding and
no,
not
I'm not
wanting
blaming
to get
him, but
knocked out?
I'm not blaming him. But if people are going to complain about it, I'm going to say that it's his fault.
And
he
when I
called
said,
Floyd out, he held. What the heck?
When I said it was a win, I was, metaphorically speaking, like he can hold his head high for surviving for 8 rounds against Floyd Mayweather. I didn't expect anything more. And listen, I'm not a Logan Paul fan. He held a lot because Floyd started to let his hands go, but at times he tried to hit Floyd Mayweather. He tried to engage. Sometimes
we get credit for that because you threw a punch.
Yes,
no kidding.
When you're not a boxer and you're fighting TBE, and in your book he's the best
anybody's
ever.
gonna land punches. He's way taller.
No,
with a
not
longer,
anybody.
Of course you're gonna land some punches.
It's Floyd Mayweather.
He didn't land anything significant. That punch, that right hand, it hit his back first, then it hit his head.
That was enough. Landing that one punch against, even though he's 44 years old, Floyd. I don't want to bring up guys that have been fighting for that went beyond 44 years, like a Bernard Hopkins. So let's not say Floyd is 44. No, hold up. Let's not say Floyd is 44. But guess what? Like you always say, Floyd never abused his body. Floyd trains hard, so Floyd's body should be great.
Floyd is old. Stop it. No, your body is not good just because you don't abuse drugs. When you get older, you naturally lose muscle. You're not training. Come on, stop it.